Okay, so these feminine items are items that I would definitely repurchase again. Like all of them here, plus some more that I'm going to mention. If push comes to shove, I'm going to repurchase them again. Also, if I had the opportunity back then, these would be my archive. Like if I was younger, like back in the days, I didn't have some of these, or I just probably never have the knowledge on some of these things. I'll repurchase this again and I'll use them again, right? So the first thing we're going to talk about is my lifesaver that I think I discovered this last year. So if this, I'm going to put a picture of it. I don't know. Is it going to focus? Okay, I don't know if it's going to focus, but I'm going to post a picture on it, right? So this is Renew Life Probiotics Women's Care 25 billion CFU, 12 diverse strains, 30 vegetarian capsules, probiotic supplement for, basically it's for vaginal health, women's care, right? So if you have, this is like a daily supplement that you could take to help to just maintain your vaginal health. If you have a yeast infection, you know, continuously getting BV, anything like that, it's important to do things to maintain your vaginal health so that you don't have such frequent flare-ups, even though they might happen, but you don't want it to be so frequent that it's like it's uncontrollable and you're annoyed. And to be honest with this, let me be fair, when I'm consistent with it, because I'm not always consistent and I should be consistent. When I'm consistent with it, I'm good, right? So the supplements I take every other day. I know it says daily, but these are expensive pills. Just like a lot of these other pills, I'm not take them daily, you know. I'm not taking that. Like, we're not going to be purchasing. You're supposed to, but yeah, you know, my way, that's my way. If you want to buy it and take it every day, then great. I personally take it every other day or every 2 days. That's how it works for me. My body works with it. I'm maintained when I do that. So I take those and they work for me. There's also a lot of other companies that sell probiotics for women for vaginal health, or, you know, supplements that you could take. There's many other companies. I just did my research and this is the company that came up and had like really good reviews, and I needed something to work. And the reason why I'm showing you it again is because I had a flare up, and that's when I did the research and I found this and I was like, all right, I'm going to take this and see what happened. I took this, it was a whole game changer. I took that in combination with the next product that I'm about to show you, which is this. And honestly, before I even took the supplements, I've had this before, but I ran out a while back and I never repurchased. I'm just like, and I didn't repurchase it because I was fine for so long. Like I was literally fine, I never need nothing. So, and that happened, you know, we get so comfortable. We're like, I don't need any of this stuff. I would repurchase it. I would have them on hand. So I just never repurchased it, right? But the flare up happened again. So I was like, okay, cool. I have to go back to what I know. And I had to purchase more of my supplements because I did run out, you know, because I got too comfortable not taking it for, it was months. Honestly, I'm not going to be like, it was like a week or so. It was literally months I was good for, right? So I had to re-up on this, and I'll continue to re-up on this and make sure I always have it on deck. This is the Cookie Restore inserts. They're inserts. Let me show you. So this is a Cookie Restore inserts. This is it, right? So to be fair, with a lot of the inserts, all of them have different disclaimers, what works, what doesn't work. My thing is, with everything that I show you, test it out, see if it works for you. If it doesn't work for you, find something else. Everything isn't going to work for everybody, right? I found something that worked for me, and that's what I did. So this is it. If I have a flare up today, I used, as I mentioned earlier, I used this two in combination with each other, and it took 3 days for me to clear up. It's supposed to be like 7 days, but it took 3 days. I did combination. I didn't just do one by itself. I did a combination. I've never done this I've done this by itself, but not when I have a flare up. Like I've done it like by itself, like after, you know, your cycle, after intercourse, I'll do this by itself, right? So those two helped tremendously. Then I have this thing right here. This, where is it? This is like a bonus thing, right? So I wasn't one of them people there where, yeah, I had like vaginal health, but I wasn't like, you know, paying attention to everything all that time. Let me tell you, when we start do all of this, I think it's like that adult era that we're in right now, that, you know, growing, upgrading, developing era that I'm in. But just, I have all of these things on deck. this is an anti-itch soothing spray. I use this.
I use it as needed. Whenever it's necessary, I'll use it. You know, there were times that I probably need it more than once, probably back to back, but I try to use it as needed.
After intercourse, you shower, spray. Unless I use the insert, because I use the insert after intercourse as well. That's what I use. So those are the first three things. The other thing is, I think I left it upstairs, the Dr. Bronner's soap, the lavender one. So there's a lot of different Dr. Bronner's, and I've tried them all. And the best one that I've used is the lavender one. Now, you're not going to just directly pour it all upon you, because of course it's a concentrate. I think that's the word I'm looking for. So you dilute it. If I'm in the shower and I'm wet, my rag wet, I put a little bit on it, put it on it, soap up, and then I wash up. Now, you don't have to directly put it down there and wash up, but in the area, like, you know, hair part, you know, leg creases, all of that, you can use that. And since it's like a feminine hygiene thing, I just decided to throw this in because you use it to take a shower. So that's what I used to be. I don't use regular soap anymore unless I really have to, and if I'm traveling, I like to bring it with me. So the best one that I've worked for me, if I have sensitive, because I realize that, you know, sometimes I have sensitive skin, I guess depending on where I am, the Dr. Bronner's lavender works, and the rose, but definitely the lavender. So that's a part of my, you know, feminine hygiene archive. And these are things that I would continuously rebuy. These are things that
Editing Ashley here. I'd say you don't have to rebuy all of them all the time, but you can purchase the one that works for you, because having used this product for a few months now, I've been able to like stick to one at a time or two. So like, for example, if I ran out of my probiotics, I'll just use the vaginal insert. But I can say this, I have gone over these past few months, I have gone without the vaginal inserts, and I've also gone with the probiotics. I've also gone with all the probiotics. So if you feel like you just want to use one thing, start off trying one thing, and then if you feel like you needed to add something to it, you can add other things. The spray isn't something that I would use alone. You understand? Like, if I have the spray, I'd have to have one of the other things. So keep that in mind as well.
I suggest that you keep on hand, especially if you have constant yeast flare up. One more thing I wanted to mention, where concerns, this is just like a bonus tip. So where concerns like even BV, sometimes you get that thing a lot. And I think what's happening, this is just random, guys, I'm just gonna rant. What's happening is that you might go see a doctor and you keep getting like Monistat, or not just Monistat or some creams to insert. After a while, when you're taking it for so long, you might want to get an antibiotic, because I used to have like every now and then as well, until I had my teeth flare up, you know, it didn't hurt me. I got antibiotics for my teeth and it cleared out everything. So now BV is something that I don't struggle with. So sometimes when you realize that all those creams aren't working, you might want to try and get some antibiotics. So antibiotics is not something that you take all the time. It's probably like a one-time thing. So, you know, if you're a doctor or nurse, you can explain the details below. But from what I know, and it's something you can take all the time. But from that one time that I took it 2 years ago, bomb. I haven't had any BV issues. But you know, the other issues come up from time to time, which is, you know, the yeast and anything else. Yeast, and also, one more thing, what I want to add. So I don't have like the very bad BV issue, but as females, like, you kind of know, like, you kind of feel when your body will flare up. So maybe I haven't had it, because whenever I feel like before me even flare up, like, I don't know how to explain it, but you feel it, you literally feel it, like, I can sense it. I do my combination of stuff. I'll have this inserted. I'll make sure instead of taking this every other day or every 2 days, I'm daily. So the next thing I want to add, I think I didn't put a picture of it. It is upstairs. I should probably go get it, but I don't want to right now. Honey pot pads. I've used Always, I've used Stay Free, I've used a few of them. Don't like them. The only one that I would say worked for me, and if you were from the Caribbean or even younger generation, Stay Free. That was my go-to. Like, I could not do the Always, because it's so plastic, right? So I couldn't do some of those other brands. And then I found Honey Pot. Honey Pot is one of the pot them where, since it came out, it's been my go-to from the jump. Like since I've been able to get access to it, it's been like, yeah, I'm gonna get this. I keep going back and back. So I know lots of people complain about the herbal sensation. If that's your issue, then get the one without the herbs inside of it. Get the one that doesn't have, is not herbal infused, so you don't have to go through that. But I don't mind it, so I get the peppermint one, and the little thing will wear off after a while, and it works for me. I also use their panty liners from time to time. So that is, you know, feminine hygiene things I would repurchase continuously. And if I was younger, I'd also use them. I'd start using them like that. Guys, this is Editing Ash here. I completely forgot to mention one more item that I would repurchase. Well, I didn't purchase it, but I have it, and I would definitely, like, in the beginning, my whole adulthood, I would just purchase this item, and it is like one of those men's shavers. I don't know if they have a woman version, they probably do, but one of those men mechanical shavers that rechargeable, and you just could continue use it to shave down there or anywhere else. Yeah, I'd repurchase that because that worked for me. I don't do the razor blades. I also get less. I do still get probably like 1 and 2 hair bump, but I get way less when I use that type of shaver. All right, thank you. To add to that, notice these are all separate companies, and I literally, with, you know, my channel non-aesthetic living, I'm not the person who's going to get everything from one company. If one thing don't work, I'll take the one thing that work, go to our next company, get something else, go to our next company, get something else that work for me. Like, I don't need to have everything matching, because not everything, sometimes you buy some set and I just one thing work for you. So the one thing will work for me, I use. So hopefully I'll come back for my next video in the non-aesthetic living lineup. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. You know, big up on yourself. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, leave a comment.